This is, I guess, one of my more interesting stories of my experience and time in Japan. Okay, we've had two stories so far. The first story we had was Tissue Man. That's on YouTube. The second story we had was The Darkest Night, which is when I got food poisoning. Um, Today's story brings us back to the wonderful year 2015. Now, I was single for most of 2015, and beginning of 2015, I just ended. I just got out of a relationship. That's the nice way of saying she broke up with me, and I was ready to go out and date again because my trainer at the time at the company I worked at, he was like, "Yeah, the best way to heal a broken heart is got to go out there and meet more girls,
Sad
right?"
face.
It's okay. The story gets interesting, Pantless Bird. Don't worry about it. So I decided to start getting out there, put myself out there, trying to get some dates, and I end up meeting matching with this girl on an app, and she speaks some okay English, I guess, when we're texting and stuff, and then we text back and forth, yada yada yada, until at one point she's like, "Let's meet." So we decide to go, and we're gonna meet to get food, and we're gonna go to karaoke. Karaoke's my jam. I love karaoke, and I can't do karaoke in my apartment because I have thin walls, and my neighbors would hear me. But anyways, so I go and meet this girl, right? And I am 22 at this time, right? And she's 19. And when we meet, she starts talking to me in Japanese at like a million miles an hour. She's speaking so fast. Like, I guess that's what young girls do. My Japanese at this time was pretty bad. So like I could understand very very little, but it was I expected her just be able to speak some English so that we can kind of do like half and half Japanese English type of thing. But she was like basically just like, "No, I don't speak any English," and I'm just like, um, this is gonna be interesting. uh, so basically, the date is basically going to karaoke. We're singing songs, and she just is requesting all of like the teeny like girl boy band songs. She's like, sing One Direction, go sing Justin Bieber and stuff like that. That's all she wanted to hear me sing. And yeah, like when we went to dinner, I guess this is a very common thing in Japan, but I was kind of very like goody two shoes uh growing up, and I guess in the beginning of when I was in Japan. And so when we went to this like grilled, it's like a barbecue restaurant, maybe like you grill your meat. It's called like yakitori restaurant. Or sorry, yakiniku restaurant. Um and she ordered beer. And in my mind I was just like, "You're not 20 years old, cuz that's the legal age to drink in Japan." I was like, seriously, I was super like by the book, follow the rules type of guy. And so seeing someone like drinking when they're not 20 yet, if like what happens if they check her ID? Like, am I gonna get in trouble or something? That was me at that time. But apparently it's a pretty common thing. And if you don't know about the alcohol rules, basically almost
Oh,
anyone
hot.
can buy alcohol. Hey, 10,000, how was your stream, man? Hope your stream went well. Um, you can buy alcohol pretty freaking easily at the convenience stores in Japan because when they scan it on the screen in front of the register, like it's a digital screen and it pops up and it says you have to be over 20 years old and you're not allowed to drive, and you just push OK. If you do that,
Lots of fun XD.
you can buy alcohol. Like, you don't have to show an ID or anything. Like, I'm pretty sure like they only would check for IDs if like you I honestly, I've never seen anyone be asked for an ID ever buying alcohol. And so if you're 19, basically you can drink, but it is illegal and you can get in a lot of trouble by the police. So I don't recommend it. Don't condone it at all. But that's just part of the story, right? Lots of fun. Good, good. Glad to hear it, man. So yeah. And I ended up going on a couple more dates with this girl. And at one point she tells me that she likes me and she wants to be my girlfriend and that sort of thing. And then she drops a bomb and she's like, I have a boyfriend. And I'm like, what? So again, goody two shoes over here. I'm just like, oh God, I've gone on a date with this girl and she has a boyfriend. I was just like, oh my days, man. Like, it was like worst case scenario for me. Like, this girl was no good. And long story short, let's just kind of skip forward a little bit here. I'm like, I can't be your boyfriend because you already have a boyfriend. That's not right. Right? And so she was like, okay, I'll break up with him. She calls her boyfriend in front of me and puts the phone on speaker for some reason. Like, she wants me to hear that like she's not lying or something. She puts it on speaker and breaks up with her boyfriend on the phone right in front of me. And I am just like, what is wrong with this girl? And like, I understand like very, very little Japanese at this point again. And she starts crying and stuff like that. And the guy on the phone is saying something to the equivalent of like,
wife material.
Like, you're cheating on me, right? Or it's like you're dating another guy or something, right? And he's like super chill about it. He's not angry, he's not crying or anything. He's just like, it's like whatever. And then she's like, no, blah, I care a lot about you and stuff like that. I'm just like, I don't have words, man. I don't have words. So yeah, guys, now remember, this is the second girl that I dated after I got dumped earlier, right? This is the experience that I went through. I'm like, man, I just got out of a bad relationship. Like, what is wrong with are all Japanese girls like this? That was going through my mind at this point. But newsflash, not all Japanese girls are like this. Though there are quite a few. And yeah. So I did not get into a relationship with this girl, by the way, FYI. And that was that. Hopefully
Girls
she's happy
be crazy,
now.
man, XD.
Hopefully she has a healthy relationship and she's doing well now. Well, hope so. And if if I ever meet that guy, I'm sure we can become friends. He seemed
I would
like a
break
chill
up
guy.
on the phone, do date you.
Oh, thank you so much.
To asterisk.
Basically, when this girl was making this phone call, this was my reaction.
Hera 105, Hera 105, Hera 105, Hera 105.
If you don't know what the 105 means, it's a game lingo for resign or give up. And yeah, That's about it.
11.
So there you go. That's the Japan story. I hope you guys enjoyed it.